Done. Good. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's simple Forex setup show. I'm about to share my screen and go through some charts on the 4-hour time frame. So the first one I'm going to do today, I'm going to look at USDJPY because I am looking to enter a trade on this currency pair. So at the moment, I'm looking for a long. So let's get going. 1, 5. There we go. Done. All right. So that one's done. Let me just have a look. So my thinking in terms of where things are at on the monthly, I still see that it is going up and has potential. On the weekly, also it's still going up, and I think it's got potential to go further after the previous bullish engulfing. Daily, it's coming back down to, or has come back down quite a bit towards the trend line. So on the H4 time frame, in terms of the setup, that's why I'm looking for a long. So let's put the numbers in if you want to follow along. Let's have a look. Okay, so in terms of the entry, so entry is at 109.057. And stop loss is at 108.580. 580. Stop loss there. All right. So EP1. EP1. So EP1 at 109.53. 534. TP1 and TP2. So TP2 at 110.011. And the last TP, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So TP final at the moment. So that's 110.488. So that's if you want to manage your trade. Probably suitable for more experienced traders. If you're new, then just start with TP1 or TP2, just one exit. All right, so that's our trade for long on USDJPY. What else have we got? Let's have a look at the rest of the charts. I'm going to have a look at EUROJPY. So EUROJPY, I have entered this trade about 2 weeks ago now and still in. So at the moment, we have reached TP1, TP2, and the original TP, which I've moved out. So at each of those levels, I just took some profit out, and I've got the final TP just underneath that next horizontal level. And at the moment, the trailing stop is at 131.582, just under that dip. And just holding on now, see where it goes or does not, and see what happens. The next chart I'm going to have a look at is EURUSD. So similarly, this one has been entered a couple of weeks ago, has reached TP1, TP2, and the original TP. Again, I have taken profit out at each of those levels. And now the final profit target is at 1.247779, just underneath the horizontal. And the trailing stop at the moment is at 1.20269, underneath that dip there. And just holding that one for now. The next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is GBPCAD. So with GBPCAD, I entered that trade last week as a short. It's going sideways at the moment, so just still holding on to that one for now and see what happens with that. In terms of the direction, yeah, I'm looking for the drop down here. So on a weekly, it's still underneath that horizontal, still looking for potentially to turn around, and same here. Might go a bit further up and then turn around, but I'm already in, so holding on to that now. Okay, next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is Aussie USD. But before I go, let me just check the chat. Would you suggest, just checking the comments. Would you suggest getting back in any of them? I don't. Normally, according to my strategy, I don't enter again. But if you have a strategy that allows you to get on a trend that's already going, that's fine. I usually just wait for the dip. So for example, on EUROJPY, it would need to come down a bit. And the same with EURUSD. It would need to come down first before I would enter again. So at the moment, I don't have a way in. If you're not in GBPCAD, then you can still enter that if there is a reversal at some point today or tomorrow. You took the profit out at TP1. Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes that happens if you just have one target. Yeah. So then it's hard to get back in unless you have a strategy that follows the trend. Okay, next currency pair. So I'm up to AUDUSD. So with this one, I'm looking for a long. Let me see on monthly. It's still going up and has room up to that horizontal. So let's see. In terms of weekly, still inside the channel there. So still looking for a long daily. Just hugging that bottom of the channel, but still in the upward direction. So still looking for a long. And on H4, in terms of the entry, I would like the entry to be close to the bottom of the channel here. So looking for some kind of reversal, which is not going to happen quickly. We need at least a few bars. So this is probably not a setup for today or tomorrow. Might take longer than that to happen. But in saying that, anything is possible. So just keep an eye out. If you get the price action all the way down to the bottom of the channel, then look for the reversal, looking for something that's going to be reversing, going back up, and then taking a long position at that point. So sort of in that entry area where the aqua box is. The next currency pair I'm looking at is GBPJPY. So just checking the chat, especially if you see reversals, because I was in high lot size. What do you think of New Zealand CHF? I don't trade those. I don't trade New Zealand or CHF. No CHF crosses. No, I don't trade those. So yeah, if you see the reversal, that's great. Once you're in a trade, perhaps look at a strategy where you take some profit out, but keep your position, or at least some partial part of your position open, so that if it does continue, then you have the opportunity to stay in. And that's a good thing with high lot sizes, because you can partially close them. If you're only doing small lot size, then you can't really halve that or, you know, take profits out. So that's a good addition to a strategy to manage risk and keep the profits going. All right, GBPJPY on the H4. So in terms of the direction, it's a long for me. On terms of the weekly, still at the top of that channel, going up, possibly not much room if it's going to start reversing, but that's what the direction is at the moment. So in terms of the entry on a H4, I would need to see a big pullback so that there was enough room before that horizontal is hit. So in terms of the reversal, either to the previous highs there or all the way down to the top of the channel. So the entry area would be that aqua box. And then I would be looking for a long. Okay, just hate giving money back. Yes, well, it's a balance, isn't it? Staying in gives us that potential to keep going with the trend and make more. So yeah. All right, next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is USDCAD. So in terms of the direction, I'm looking for a short, still for a short. Weekly, it has been going down nicely, daily as well. So I'm still looking for a pullback. Unfortunately, there was not one last week that was big enough. So I'm still waiting either for a pullback towards the top of that range between the two horizontal lines, but that may not happen. It may turn around again here. So we will see. but it's still a short for me on that one. What do you, just having a look at the questions. What do you think of these all-time highs and lows? USDCAD 70 low. USDCAD. I don't look that far back. No, I don't look that far back. 7 years is a long time. Yeah. USDCAD. Let me have a look on the monthly. Yeah, are you sort of talking about this area here? 7 years, I don't know, that's a long time. Yeah, this thing, I think, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Oh yeah, that would be great if it went all the way down there. Perfect. Definitely. That's the goal. That's the goal, if it would get there. Yeah. So definitely if there was a reversal, at that point, I'm still going short for as long as it keeps going short, as long as I can get in at some point. So I always look for a pullback, a decent sized pullback first, to then short it. So I wouldn't short it right now, but if there was a pullback to some point, possibly in line with this or up there would be perfect, then I would short it then. So GBP USD, let's have a look at that one. So in terms of the direction, it's still going up. So I'm looking for a long on the daily as well. So for an entry setup, I'm looking for a pullback first. It's now too high up, close to the trend line, the horizontal line. So I would wait or pull back down to the previous highs or down to that bottom of the channel. And that's not going to happen quickly, probably at this rate. So that might take a while for that to set up. It's not a trade that would be setting up easily in the next couple of days. Now, I'm looking at Euro AUD. High. GBPUSD, let me just question about GBPUSD 3-year high. GBPUSD monthly, let's have a look. 3-year high. Yep, yeah. So it's likely to then reverse at that point, but don't know. So yeah, you can't take the trade when it's that high up. You need to either wait for the pullback or reduce risk. Yeah. In terms of H4, there is still room on that time frame. So Euro AUD. So this is an interesting one. On monthly, it is under that 1.57 horizontal level, and I'm looking for a short. In terms of the weekly, it's been going sideways with an inside bar, a bullish engulfing, and now going higher. I'm still looking for a short, so I'm looking for a bearish engulfing to follow. If that would happen, otherwise it's just going to keep going back up possibly. So at this point, I am looking for a short. Still, daily's got inside bar, potentially false breakout at this point as a setup, but not confirmed. And H4, I am looking for a short. So I'm looking for an engulfing, but I'm looking for a bearish engulfing. Around this level is great. So definitely if there is an engulfing in this 4-hour or next couple of bars, I would be interested to short. Next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is EURGBP. Now, EURGBP has been ranging in this sort of area. So I'm actually looking for a long on a different strategy for a ranging market. So if we look at it as a ranging market in terms of the setup on the H4 time frame, I'm looking for some kind of reversal around this point here. So if we had a price that would come back a little bit down to this level, and then I would be looking for a long on this currency pair. Okay, so that's all the charts for today. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat box. Otherwise, any trade updates are on my Simple Forex Setup Telegram group. So if you are already part of that, that's great. If not, you can join on Telegram. All right, let's have a look at the questions. EUROCAD was supposed to head down. EUROCAD, where is EUROCAD? I have EUROCAD. I don't have EUROCAD. I don't have EUROCAD. I have it straight up. Honestly, what moves the market? Yeah, I don't know what moves the market. I just look at the price action and look at the trends and what's going on. So yeah, just go with the flow. Go with the flow, whatever the market is suggesting at the time. All right, so that is it for today. Thank you very much for participating and being part of it. And I look forward to seeing you again. I'll be live at 1 p.m. Singapore time today, Wednesday. So that's in less than 4 hours, 3.5 hours or so. And I will do another review of the charts. So have a great time, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Hope to catch you too.